There's some movies that where it's tied to a particular type of genre or subgenre in which one kind of be like, okay, I get it. I've seen this before. This is kind of like the typical thing. And that's the kind of movie that the readaptation or remake of Stephen King's Salem's Lot is. I just finished watching it on Max. It was good, but it wasn't great. I wasn't wowed by it. The effects were great, but the story is pretty much like this. Guy who was a kid in the town of Jerusalem's Lot, Salem's Lot, comes back to town. He's an accomplished writer, and he's going back there to kind of I guess, touch base with his past so he can do some research and work on his new book. While he's there, he meets a cool girl, and he gets to know the people, even though the people don't remember him for jack, except for some stories regarding an accident with his family or whatever when he was a kid. And then what you also see is this antique dealer having ordered this big coffin from England, right? Sounds familiar, right? And he has it in his house, big, scary, creepy house. And then that's where the disappearances start happening, starting with kids. One kid leads to another kid, leads to another kid. Before you know it, this whole town of Salem's Lot it's almost as if it's a virus. Like it gets, they start spreading and people are becoming vampires left and right. And it's up to the writer, his girlfriend, the local Catholic priest, the sheriff, the doctor of the town, a whole bunch of other people to come together. The teacher, can't forget about the teacher, to come together and kind of try to do something about this plague that is taking over Salem's Lot in Maine. It's in the state of Maine. One cute little quick cameo of a special car that I noticed early in the film. You only saw a bit of it, but it made me go, I said, oh, I recognize that car. Very cute, Stephen King, very cute. The movie was entertaining. I wasn't particularly sold to the whole idea and the plot of it. It was fun to watch to a certain degree. I felt a little bit of Lost Boys nostalgia. Everything that you expect in a vampire movie that's traditionally known about vampires is in this movie. From using a cross, to using holy water, to the stake through the heart, the sunlight, the whole bit. It's all there. Anything you want to know about vampires and how to kill them, this is the movie you're going to want to watch. So you can know how to kill a vampire the right way. Everything even down to invitation, let me in, which is, I only saw the original Salem's Lot. I only saw bits of it. It was a made-for-TV movie back in the day, back in '79, I think is when it came out. And I only saw bits of it. I'm not particularly big on that story. What Stephen King did with this story, with this remake, he's one of the producers, was he kind of put a new kind of twist to it. Maybe not. Didn't really feel or see the twist. The movie takes place in 1975, so there's no worry about using phones or iPhones or any of that kind of stuff. That didn't exist yet, so it all happens in 1975. So you have Stephen King as a producer. You have James Wan as one of the other executive producers. I thought that was kind of cool. So I'm sure they added whatever they could to make the film as good as they made it. My thing is, now what? It ended kind of whatever. I was like, okay. I'm not particularly sold on the movie. So I'm going to give the remake of Salem's Lot only 2 coffee cups. I'm never going to watch it again. I'm not going to watch it. I don't care about watching it. It's not exactly the kind of film I would gather people around to watch. If I want to see a good vampire movie, I would watch something like The Lost Boys or Nosferatu or Bram Stoker's Dracula, you know, stuff, movies like that. Underworld. Oh man, Underworld is hot. Hot. Yeah, I would watch that. I would watch that on Halloween even. But not this movie. I'm like, okay, It's one of the horror movies coming out this October. The first one I'm reviewing for the month of October. Many more. We got Terrifier 3 coming up. We got Smile 2. So let's get ready, guys. Batten down the hatches. This is Horror and Coffee. If you like this review, please consider subscribing and tap on that bell for future notifications for future Horror and Coffee content. Okay? And please give me a like because that helps with the algorithm going with the channel. And I appreciate your help and assistance. I'm not far from 1,000 subscribers, so I could use all the help I can get. If I could get to 1,000 by the end of the year, that would be an amazing gift, and I would appreciate all of you very much for it. And there's more plans I want to do for this channel, but I need your help. The horror community, the YouTube community, the Horror and Coffee community. We got all this going on here. I'm using a different format here than I've been using lately. I want to see how this comes out. Let me know how this looks. Does this look better than the other way I use it? Let me know, and just get back to me on it, all right? There's Ralph Perez, Horror and Coffee, Salem's Lot, 2 coffee cups. Great, okay, yada yada. I didn't waste my 2 hours, but I'm not gonna watch it again. I'm good. Till next time, till the next review, take care.